Tofa, and welcome to another installment of the House of KungFu. Today, we're going to talk about something special. A big misconception within the Kung Fu community. What are the proper applications of forms and techniques? Well, for so many years, so many YouTube videos, we see so many, what's the right word for it? Outlandish, too mystical, hard to understand applications. Now, number one, the mind can be as creative as it wants. Okay. But there's a fine line between creativity and logical thinking, understanding. How many videos around the YouTube community, Kung Fu community, do you see a basic Kung Fu move broken down like a 1-2 punch? Right? They talk about 40% here, 60% here, and Erlang holds the mountain and all this, and it looks cool, but something just doesn't feel right. If you're looking for practical, logical, clear-cut, authentic Xingyi Ba Shaolin Kung Fu, it's the video for you. Okay, so Tong Bei Quan, that's the form we're going to start with today. Alright, a quick history lesson about Tong Bei Quan and Shaolin history in general. Along with Xiao Hong Quan, the Hong Quan, the Red Fist, Pao Chui, Pao Hong Quan, Tong Bei Quan, those four styles of Shaolin are indigenous in every Kung Fu style. Guarantee you'll see some sort of concept from one of those four styles. For example, Pao Hong Quan, the cannon hammer fist, using big, powerful techniques, right? Whereas Tong Bei Quan, arms through boxing, right? Arms through, arms through. What does that mean, okay? A regular guard, right? If you look at Floyd Mayweather, what makes this boxer so special is the way he uses his arms for more than just punches, right? If you see him here, opponent like this, he'll come and frame him off, right? In certain other frames in the same fight, you can see him pulling down the jab and coming over with the right. Right? I think he did that in Canelo. Like pulling down here. Okay? So, from boxing to Shaolin Kung Fu. One of the first techniques or combinations in Tong Bei Quan is golden palm throws the sands. Would you believe me, probably about 6 techniques within that one technique. Right? Watch closely. From here, this in itself could be the parry of a punch, or it could be a capture of the punch. I come here, turn my body here, got the arm. From there, open up. Now, I'm going to break something down that's very important to understand to be able to execute these techniques. There's a difference between form training and Gong. G-O-N-G. Gong. That's what makes Kung Fu. Gong training isn't the forms, something different. Gong training is training principle. What is the principle of this form? What is the principle in each one of its techniques? If you don't understand the principle, your mind just thinks you're just doing movements. Your heart and your muscles may be in it, but your mind doesn't understand what it's doing. Once your mind understands the principle, right? That's when it becomes alive. Okay? Okay, so back to golden palm throw sands, alright? So we just talked about the gong and the difference between practicing an empty form, it just can be calisthenics, and training actual gong and training actual principle. So your mind can be flexible and be in harmony with your body, right? It's not just, okay, I pull here, I punch there. No. You have to practice the principle of the opening up and the pulling. Arms through boxing. You gotta train your forearms and your tendons and your elbows to coordinate with your body, to be able to move through. A person's not gonna let you pull their arm down, right? So you have to practice that. And one of the best tools that I found to be the best to practice by yourself. Some of us don't have a choice, but sometimes we have to use our greatest disadvantage to our advantage so we grow, okay? Is this. A nice old exercise band that you can buy for $5 or $10, okay? You have to practice the gong and the principle of opening up, okay? So you can just tie this here. You can start with the left, right? Don't just use the arm. So much tension here, right? The person's not gonna stand still either. You don't wanna pop your shoulder out. Use your whole body. That's why I say transition between stances is so important. Here, after I catch, watch how I use my body. The power of opposites, pull and out, okay? But don't just let it fling. Control it and be in harmony. Here, okay? Now, why is this stomp so important? In boxing, you see this, right? To stay on that angle so you can dodge, But Shaolin boxing is different because you have more weapons. When you have more weapons, you have more principle. It requires you to think more, okay? Not just random impulse. You gotta think, what's the science behind this technique? Here, use the ground force to help you. Okay? Right? Rather than it just stay on your body, you can use the ground to your advantage. Really sink deeper into it, right? It's no more now just a twist and how powerful this part of your body is. You gotta stomp and pull at the same time, okay? But you have to practice those principles. Grabbing somebody's hand and then here. And of course, you're not gonna stay there. That's why the form is this, so you can open up, right? Move back after you punch. Boxing, same thing, okay? You gotta practice this. Here, and we keep going. Here, all around. Do that 100 times. Practice. Okay? Pretty soon I'll have a whole series of practicing individual gongs for individual forms, okay? And you can just use this. There's so many others I show video series probably coming up. You practice your whole form with this. Okay? Very simple. Okay. This is Master Lee from the House of KungFu. And train hard, practice every day. And remember, health is the real wealth.